Ay, 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 dayang kalayaman.
Sa pag-usbong ng kultura, mga Pilipino nagsama-sama.
Mga katutubong sayaw, ikaw ay mapapahiyaw.
Sa kultura at tradisyon, Pilipinas ang kampyon.
A festival, or commonly known as the fiesta, is part of the Filipino culture. Each city or province has a local fiesta. Being a very religious-centered country, a fiesta is commonly about the celebration of a city or province's patron saint or of harvest. There is a fiesta going on at any time in the Philippines.
Minsay natuwa ang may likha.
Mano or pagmamano is an honoring gesture and one of the oldest and most notable Filipino tradition, performed as a sign of respect to elders and as a way of requesting a blessing from the elder. Similar to hand kissing, the person giving the greeting bow towards the hand of the elder and presses their forehead on the elder's hand.
Bayanihan. The bayanihan is a Filipino custom derived from Filipino word bayan, which means nation, town, or community. The term bayanihan itself literally means being in a bayan, which refers to the spirit of community unity, work, and cooperation to achieve a particular goal. The concept of bayanihan is traced back to in a country's tradition, which we can observe in rural areas, wherein the town people ask especially the men to lend a hand to a family who will move into a new place. The relocation does not only involve moving the family's personal belongings, but most importantly, it concerns the transfer of the family's entire house to a new location. A traditional Filipino house, bahay kubo, is made of indigenous materials such as bamboo and nipa anaho leaves. Bayanihan spirit lives among Filipinos even modern days and has been demonstrated in many forms, such as when natural calamities or disaster strikes, Filipinos will go out of their way to help their kababayans in need. The Bayanihan spirit, one of the many beautiful things that Filipino own and can be proud of. Kamayan. It refers to traditional Filipino style of eating communally and without plates or utensils. In some of these places, a kamayan might also be referred as boodle pie. Typical kamayan meal featured a table covered in a smooth wax banana leaves, a natural substitute for plate and placemats, fried fish, shrimp, roasted eggplant, pan-fried bok choy, grilled chicken, and pork skewers, lumpia, longganisa, and other traditional Filipino dishes are spread on the leaves. And essentially, to any Filipino meal, everything must be served with plenty of rice and sauces, such as dato puti and mang tomas. Using their hands as spoons, diners scoop up rice and other ingredients and slide the gathered morsels into their mouth.
Harana. Harana was a traditional form of courtship in the Philippines wherein men introduced themselves or wooed women by singing underneath her window at night. It was widely practiced in the old Philippines with a set of protocols, a code of conduct, and a specific style of music. Philippine culture. The culture of the Philippines surely is among the most notable ones in the world. Here are some places where you can experience the unique Filipino culture. Metro Manila is the place to experience popular culture in the Philippines and modern Filipino culture. Here, you'll find some of the newest trends in popular culture in the Philippines like fashion, food, and architecture. But don't get us wrong, while this is the metropolitan area, the old Philippine culture is still alive and practiced here. Also, there are many places in the metro, especially in Manila, that have preserved the olden structures and tradition like the Spanish influences in the Philippines.
Filipino culture and tradition. The pamamanhikan. Once the panliligaw or courtship has been surpassed, all the possible harana or serenade has been sung, and the couple finally gets together. Next comes the pamamanhikan. Well, if the couple decides to marry, that is. Pamamanhikan is the formal act of a guy asking the girl's family for her hand in marriage. It usually involves the guy's family bringing over gifts and discussing the couple plans for marriage. Filipino culture. Filipinos are very religious. In all corners of a Filipino house, you can find brazen images of crosses and other religious paraphernalia. They go to church every Sunday or sometimes even twice or 3 times a week.
Kapulo ang kwintas ng pera. Piliin mo, yakapin mo. Kayamanan niyang likas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Kasayahang di mapatid. Ramdam sa bawat awit. Sama sisig lang indah. Mga puso'y lumilipad. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Kapulo ang kwintas ng perlas. Piliin mo, yakapin mo. Kayamanan niyang likas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. At ang ngiti ng may kapal, taglay ng bawat nilalang. May lambing na dumuduyan sa buong pakiramdam. Piliin mo rin ang Pilipinas. Kapulo ang kwintas ng perlas. Piliin mo, yakapin mo. Kayamanan niyang likas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Dito ay itinadhana. Araw, buwan at mga tala. Ganap na magniningning. Kailan ay di magdidilim.
Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about. Suitcase in the house, but the party's out. First choice, first love, with the